entire story. And he's using his expressions. He's using the pitches and rhythms he's practiced so much. He's following the tempo, following the various dynamics that the other instruments are playing. And of course, he's expressing himself through his own personal tempo. Maybe we can listen to the saxophone player another time. Turn your bodies and go back towards the listening chart. Thanks so much for following directions so politely. Okay, if you couldn't tell, the letters are symbols that stand for the different musical elements. Let's ask the question first, what did we hear? Now, let's start with rhythm, okay? What did you hear him play when he was improvising? Did you hear him play maybe quarter notes? Did you hear him play any brass? Just give me some examples of what you might have heard of. Yes? You heard some 16th notes. I did too. See how I put a little 16th note there? This is what you're going to do tomorrow. If you hear a 16th note, tomorrow. Next week, if you see a 16th note, or if you hear one, you're just going to draw a little one right there. What else did you hear in rhythm? Yes? 8th notes? Which one did you hear first? Did you hear 8th notes first or 16th notes first? Think about it. Which one? Yeah. I heard 8th too, so I'm just going to switch them. I think he got a little bit more complicated with his rhythm. Do you agree?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Okay, let's move on. What kind of pictures do you hear? Yeah. That's a little bit of a hard question, right? What kind of pitches did we hear? You heard a fa? Yeah, on it. You heard no 5? Here's the thing about pitches. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly what pitches he's playing. So instead of writing all that, you're just going to write arrows. I heard some high pitches, I heard some low pitches. Didn't you? Maybe I should circle the one that we heard more of. Raise your hand if you have one that we heard more of. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Let's circle the high one, because the trumpet's kind of a high instrument, right? So let's just keep it right there when we write about pitches, because pitches are really hard to follow. And he was playing a lot, wasn't he? It's a little bit hard to hear all those. All right, tempo. What do you think the tempo of the entire song was? Yes. It was kind of fast. How about medium fast? How does that sound?
Yeah.
I agree. Dynamics. Loud, soft. Which one do you think? Yeah.
It was kind of
In between. So how about... Oops. I'm going to put mezzo forte. Which means, let's just call it kind of loud. We all agree? How about expressions? What kind of expressions did you feel when you were listening to that song? Yeah. Exciting. Again, when you make your own, you can write whatever you want. I'll definitely be checking it to see that it's nice and serious. But you can write whatever you want when you make your own next week, okay? What kind of sound did you hear from that trumpet? Yeah.
like kind of raspy.
Kind of raspy? I agree. Alright, let's go over whether you can improvise things. Can you improvise rhythm, class? Yes, absolutely. Can you improvise your pitches, class? Yes. Here's a tricky one, because we were kind of disagreeing on this when we were thinking about this earlier. Can you improvise the tempo of the whole song? Raise your hand if you think yes. Raise your hand if you think no. The answer is no. You can't do that. You can't just tell all the instruments in the middle of your playing, we're going to slow down now. I mean, maybe if you really knew the other musicians well, maybe you could do it through your instrument. Like maybe the drummer could do it. Because the drummer's kind of in charge of the speed, right? But we're going to give it a no because not usually, right? All right, here's dynamics now. Can you improvise how loud or soft something is?
Yes.
Of course you can. How about the expression? Can you improvise the expression? Raise your hand if you think yes. Raise your hand if you think no. How about this song? The one we just listened to. Do you think that he could have changed it from anything other than exciting or like jazzy or what you felt? Do you think he could have changed it?
Yeah.
You do? All right, I'm going to give you guys a yes then. I agree with you. I think that he could have made it really scary if he wanted to. Right? I don't think it would have been the best idea.
Yeah.
But maybe he could have done like a little bit of it. Just a little bit. All right. How about the timbre? Do you think he could have changed that? The way he was like sounding, the way his trumpet was sounding? Do you think he could?
Yes.
I agree. Excuse me. I know you want to talk about it, but right now we can't have that conversation. Okay? However, I will be very interested to see what you write on your diagram, because I'm sure you'll have a lot to tell me. Let's talk about how much you think you have to practice. How much do we practice rhythm in this class? Like, a lot, right? So let's give that, raise your hand if you think it should be a 10. Raise your hand if you think it should be a 9. Let's give it a 10. Most people want to give it a 10. How about pitches? Raise your hand if you think it's a 10. I agree. I'd be interested to see what you would write on your listening diagram. I don't need to hear about it now. You're not working towards the end of your day right now. All right. How about tempo? Do you think that you really need to practice for tempo? Give me a number. Somebody raise their hand and tell me about the number. And compare it with rhythm and pitches. Yeah.
Not like a 6.
Like a 6? I'm going to give you 6, and I'd be very interested to hear what everybody has to say on their own listening diagram. Raise your hand for dynamics. How loud or soft something is. Yeah.
Like a 5.
Like a 5, I'll give you that. Now notice nobody's saying like 3 or 2 because you definitely have to practice a lot of this stuff, but it's not maybe as much as like rhythm and pitch would be. You have to practice a lot of that. Okay. How about expression? How much do you think you'd have to practice for that? Yeah.
I think you would need to practice it like a 4.
4. Interesting. Wow, these are getting pretty low. Now, that was an interesting answer. Maybe we don't really need to practice expression because it's already inside of us. Like expression is something we were born with, right? So maybe we wouldn't need as much practice with that. Interesting. Okay. The last one. How good our instruments sound when we play them. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd give it an 8.
You give it an 8? I love that answer. It's definitely going to take some practice to make your instrument sound good, right? I think you know that as a flute player. It takes some practice to get a good sound, right? Okay. Now, this is a great set of numbers. I'd love to see yours. I'm very impressed with your creation of this listening pattern. You did a great job. Let's move on to some counterplay, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you to buy a book, like one we get from Learners Inside. Okay? I'm going to start with the middle ones. Okay? So let's start. Excuse me, Put pass out the congas if you're going to talk when I'm talking. Alright, let's start with G. If your month is in June, go grab a conga and put it in a circle around the room. How about July? How about May?
Do they keep on themselves?
Pick up your conga and start making a circle around the room. That's not a conga loop.
Oh, sorry.
Loop, do it quietly, my friends. Go ahead, pick it up. Put it right there. Very nice. And make a circle right here. That looks great. You can keep it right there. Go right here. There you go. August.